Marvelous hello, friends and loved ones, how are you today? Well, it's finally here! After 3 months of waiting, we now know that Persona 5R is Persona 5 The Royale, a 100 Phantom Thief heist where only the last person standing... What do you mean that's not it? But we've got artwork of Morgana dropping down via parachute and everything! What, it's royal? Well, that works too, but what is it? We still don't know. That 45 seconds of footage didn't give us much to go on. We do see a brand new character, a young first-year student with red hair. She doesn't seem to like the Phantom Thieves very much. They put emphasis on her being a first year, so maybe that'll play a role of some sort. If Ren is our Joker, maybe she's gonna be our Ace. I'm not sure, and I'm not gonna waste time speculating too much about it. Although I do think I may have been right when I said new waifu, and extra happy, I think I may have been right when I said new playable character? If she's gonna get a persona, I can't wait to see it. So, since we're not going to have any more news on this until the Persona concert event in April, and yes, I'll totally be doing a video for that as well, I'd like to use this opportunity to do exactly what Atlus did, and make a follow-up to my video from 3 months ago. If you haven't already seen my video on 5 things I'd like to see in Persona 5R, you can see it by clicking that card. But now we're updating, and here's 5 things I'd like to see in Persona 5 The Royal. Like before, I am still operating on the assumption that this is going to basically be Persona 5 FES. Consider this a minor spoiler warning for Persona 5, and remember that these are merely things that I think would be cool additions to the game. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's get started. The first thing I'd like to see, and this is admittedly a very small thing, but one that I think would be a nice touch to the game, I absolutely love the all-out attack end cards for the characters in Persona 5, but something that stood out to me as odd is that Futaba doesn't get one. Similar to how Rise could be a part of all-out attacks in Persona 4 Golden, I'd love to see Futaba get a unique card for herself if a battle is won thanks to her position attack ability. More Personas that we haven't seen in 3D before. I'll admit that I'm getting kinda spoiled thanks to playing copious amounts of D2 on my phone and getting to see demons that had never been in 3D until that game, but I hope Persona 5 continues to increase the roster in just the right way. I recently looked through the list of sub-personas in Persona Q2, and because that game uses the classic 2D artwork, if even a quarter of the personas from that game that don't have 3D models yet wind up in the Royal, I will be a very happy person. Okay, maybe I'm beating a dead horse here, but hear me out. I like Futaba. I think I've made that clear, so yes, I'm using another spot to talk about something I hope the new game does with her. Can we maybe use Futaba's costumes? She's got some pretty good ones, but it's weird to see her in her costume in the lobby, but then not when she casts buffs or uses her persona in some way. Again, very small touch, but it's weird to me that she's the only party member that doesn't get to show off her suits in the battlefield. I want an upgraded Arsene. Something akin to Orpheus Telos. I'd love to see Arsene get some sort of upgrade for himself. And like Telos, he could be a great reward for finishing all Confidants on a single playthrough. I'm already guessing that Year 1 McRedhead is gonna be getting a Confidant of some sort, so it'd be a great bonus for completing everything. Just give us another Arsene. And finally, the most important thing in Persona 5, the thing that would make it a truly royal experience, the ultimate edition that would bring Persona 5 from a 7.8 all the way up to a 15, literally the only thing I even remotely care about in this cruel, unforgiving world of ours. I want a shelf for those little figurines we can buy. They sound fun. I want to be able to look at them. I can already look at my arcade prizes. Let me look at my gacha figurines. I want a shelf. So yeah, look, I know these are all very small things, but if I'm being honest, it's the little things that I like to pay attention to. We obviously can't control what happens, so I don't want to make any bold assumptions and worry about being right or wrong about the big stuff. Heck, I still remember when people were freeze-framing this teaser thinking that Scrunchy Girl here was gonna be a thing. It's the small things that I appreciate, and if anything I've hoped for over these past 2 videos ends up being in the game, it'll put a smile on my face, and if I end up being completely wrong about everything, nothing here is a deal breaker. So how about you? What are some things you'd like to see if this game winds up being akin to Golden? Let me know in the comments below, and for now, I guess I'll just wait until April. Gonna be honest, Atlas, this teaser, to wait 3 months for a teaser, to tell us to wait a month for more information, I'm not a fan. See you next time!